That was in case y'all didn't know it was me.
It was just in case. the new guy here, huh?
Yeah.
They jumped into the questions like they weren't sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Monday we talked about the communication issues that you guys had on defense on Saturday. What have you seen this week that leads you to believe that maybe you guys have gotten some of that fixed?
Well, in practice, I've seen a lot more communicating. I've seen a lot of guys talking. I've seen there have been really good communication. Now, we'll see on Saturday if all that pays off.
Have you guys tweaked anything, or just a matter of doing all of that better?
Doing that better is what was the key. You know, just making sure that we do a better job of communicating. If we do that, we got a chance.
Do you feel like the guys understand, though, fully, like whatever points you wanted to emphasize with them about that? Like
I think
it gets their attention now?
Yeah, I think they're very aware of what has to happen. You know, I think they all know that. And they knew that on Sunday once we got everything corrected. But they've done a good job through the week making sure that they've taken care of that.
How much of a sense of urgency would you say is there about the defense fixing those problems?
Oh, I think it's a tremendous sense of urgency. I think they want it more than anybody, you know. They want to get it fixed. And so, you know, this will be a great test for us this week to see how much of that we got corrected and how well they understood it.
How much of it do you guys have to kind of pound into them, or how much of it is just the fact that they see what the numbers were, they see the film, and that speaks for itself?
Well, I would hope that it speaks for itself, but I mean, we still we drove the point home, I can assure you.
What stands out about ODU? They've kind of struggled offensively, actually.
Well, they got a lot of new guys on offense, just like we do. You know, I think the thing that has stood out to me in just watching film is one, Bobby Steele. I mean, Bobby's done a great job with that football team and bringing it from where he's brought it. But their D-line is they've had 15 sacks in 2 games. I mean, and they are a handful, you know, up front. And so, you know, our O-line will have their work cut out for them, handling their D-line.
We talked a bit about this on Monday in terms of, like, you know, how this game came to be.
Did you find out how?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm still working.
Well, you're asking the wrong guy.
I know, but, you know, some people might say, like, what is there to gain from playing a game like this on the road? Do you buy into that line of questioning?
I mean, it's the next game on the schedule. I don't have any say-so in it. I mean, it's not like I can say, hey, I don't want to go play this game. I mean, it's the next game, so we're going to play it. And I mean, we've been working our butt off, I mean, to get prepared for this game. And these guys are, you know, it's a good football team. And so our guys, again, have to take care of our business. We got to take care of us. And if we do that, then I think we'll be okay.
Is there any benefit possibly to recruiting in terms of the number of prospects up in that area? Do you look at it?
I think it's good. I mean, we obviously recruit the Virginia area very heavily. And we've got quite a few guys on our football team from Virginia. And so, you know, I think it is good. I think it'll be an opportunity for the players up in the Virginia area, and they got a lot of great high school players that'll get a chance to see the Tar Heels.
Historically, some of the best players.
You guys want me to turn this way so you aren't looking in the sun?
That's all right.
I don't mind.
Historically, some of the best players in this program's history are from that area. Do you have anybody that from that area that played here that maybe talked to the team or be around the program Saturday? I haven't
had anybody necessarily talk to the team. I mean. But anybody that's from that area that's played here is always welcome. Those guys know that.
The quarterback's obviously played well last week, or he showed some growth on the field. Did you see some of that carry over into practice this week, or was it kind of the same as before?
No, I see growth. I mean, every rep that they get, I see them growing and learning. You know, it doesn't mean they're not going to make mistakes. It just means that they're learning from the mistakes they made, and as long as they're not making the same mistakes, then we're making progress, you know, and if they're actually learning from it or learning from each other's mistakes, which is a big part of it too. You don't have to go out there and make them yourself, you know, and so I think, I think Coach Heck's done a good job with those guys.
Speaking of learning from mistakes, Jalen had the issue in the first game, but you said the other day he played really well and had some big plays defensively. Did you see that maybe he learned something? Maybe there was some maturity from week 1 to week 2?
I hope so. I mean, anytime you make, I don't care who it is, you make a critical error, a mistake, you know, that hurts the football team. I hope not only he learned from it, I hope everybody on the team learns from it, you know, and that's critical for everybody. I mean, again, you know, we tell you don't have to make all the mistakes. You learn from your brothers. I mean, if somebody else made a mistake, you got to learn from that. I mean, that's you know, making sure that you get the mental reps, even if you're not on the field.
Seeing that speed, the way he chased down that running back late in that game, do you think about putting him back on the edge?
Thought about putting him at punt returner and kick returner, but you know, we got to get the numbering situation right.
After Daz didn't get out there in week 1, just kind of what impressed you about how he just kind of handled it and just taking care of that chance last week?
Yeah, he's just another one of those young guys that's growing and learning every rep he gets. I mean, we've known from practice that he's electric. He can make some plays for you, and so he's just, he'll get more plays this week, and he's going to continue to grow, and he'll end up being, I think he'll be a great player before it's over with here.
He said he was told 2 days before the game he was going to get the ball in the first play, and one of the coaches told him that they wanted to see how he'd react to it. How did he react in those 2 days leading up to that, knowing he was going to get that first play?
I mean, I didn't notice anything. I didn't know anybody told him that, so I didn't notice anything. I mean, I noticed it when he got the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he was prepared, and that's what you like to see. You like to see those guys when they get their opportunity to take advantage of that opportunity and make something happen. Therefore, there's more trust built up in them where they can get more plays.
How much of a factor is defensive fatigue specifically late in the game?
Well, if you're on the field, if you don't get off the field, it could definitely be a factor. I mean, you're on the field 48 plays in the first half because you don't get off the field on third down. It's going to be a factor, and so we got to do a much better job of getting off the field in third downs.
How do you coach third down defense, like in practice?
Well, we have specific periods that are just for that time. So if we're going, we may do a 10-minute period that is just on third medium or third long or third short, and every rep in that period is plays that we think are going to happen, or offensively plays that we're going to run in those situations, so that guys get a feel for what's going to happen in that, and they understand the importance of it.
Does the risk of fatigue affect how fast you want to go on offense? Like, you ever think about maybe taking more time?
No. I know. Let's see, when did I start doing this? In '99. Probably for the first 10 years, that's what everybody talked about, wrote about. Wow, it must be killing the defense, But everybody in the country's doing it now, And so I mean, defenses have adjusted, and they're doing fine.
So that Aaron Crawford's family got in their car wreck a few days ago.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
How did you learn about that news, and did you address that with him?
Well, I heard about it after the game. I mean, that's his mom and daddy are two tough people. I mean, they get in a car wreck. I actually see the pictures of the car. They rolled it. I mean, it was really bad. Refused ambulance. Came to the game in the stands, bleeding through the entire game, and after the game, still refused to go to the hospital. I mean, tough. I'll put it like that, tough.
You can have them talk to the team?
I ought to have mom and dad playing a little bit. I mean, but yeah, extremely tough, and we're glad that both of them are okay. But they did have to go to the hospital afterwards.
What's the plan for quarterbacks on Saturday? Anything to share with us the rotation?
Nah, nothing to share with you. Thanks for asking, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.